In today's video, I'm going to show you cars I recommend to all players in GTA Online. Now, I'm going to try and keep out the weaponized ones that have boost. These are all almost regular cars that I would recommend to you in 2024. Please enjoy the video. A lot of people probably didn't expect me to put this on the list, the Dorado. Dorado is 1.375 million, which for a casual SUV seems like a lot of money. And I'm not going to lie, my liking grew when I actually put the Dorado and the actual Durango side by side with it. And even though there's very obvious differences, you just see Rockstar's way of making the Durango and the Dorado the same. I'd say similar, but no, the same. From the bumps in the roof to the ridges on the bonnet or the hood, I think it's more acceptable that I say hood here. It's a car that looks really similar to the actual Durango. And it's like the tail lights and the headlights are things they had to obviously change. And this being an incredible off-roader, if you watch my off-road meet, you'd see that I really enjoyed taking this thing off-road. It's a car that I really enjoy and it brings that RP experience back. Now this one might be a bit contradictory because the Futo GTX is an amazing drift car when you put the drift tune on. But when you do put the drift tune on, it does cost a lot more because you are adding 250,000 on top of the 1.2 million. But that's not the contradicting part. The contradicting part is the fitment on this vehicle can get really nice. This is one of the tuner's vehicles if you don't have the drift tune on. So it's a car that strives in looks. To be fair, with the drift tune, this car still has a great stance, but when it's not on, it looks a lot better. Futo GTX, in my opinion, is the favorite drift tuning car for me, and I'm not going to recommend it to anyone, but it's a car that you probably should have two of. One as a drift tune and one without. The Bivonite is another one that's very odd because you're getting a minivan and the minivan costs 1.6 million. That is a stupid price. And I am recommending this because it has the HSW upgrade, which I'll speak more about. So in total, you're spending 2.4 million. Now this is the only one which I'd recommend if you have a lot of money to play around with. Because 2.4 million is ridiculous for a minivan. But what you actually get is also incredible. That speed makes no sense in a minivan, and it's something that I asked for in the past. I put it in many videos before that it would be cool for Rockstar to just have an HSW option for a vehicle that shouldn't have a HSW version. A vehicle that's simple, mundane, but then it does stupid speeds. The Bivonite is one of them. They definitely added a unique selling point for this one car, and I guess they priced it that way as well. This should not be worth more than a Comet S2, let's be real, but it is. I didn't know which one to recommend, the Tulip or the Arbiter GT. I think I didn't want to put two of them in the video. Both amazingly great cars, but the Tulip is definitely more of a budget vehicle, even though it's not that attainable. Yeah, it's been removed from the website and it did cost 718,000. Again, we have a Discord where we sell cars. You just add someone that has the car and then buy it off him in LS Car Meet. And yeah, that's not a plug for our Discord. We literally gain nothing from it except a better, stronger community. The Tulip being a car that's going to be in GTA 6, a 4-door muscle car. Yeah, if you didn't realize, this is just a copy of the GTA 6 Tulip. But of course, the GTA 6 Tulip has all the bumper stickers and the ones on the windshield as well. I love this car. I love it. You guys have probably seen this car in my videos before, and it's a car I'm adding again. My favorite sounding car. The top does get very competitive when it comes to the best sounding car in GTA, but this is my favorite. I may have to do another best sounding cars video again. There's definitely been a lot more cars. Let me know if you want to see that. But I recommended this car to so many people before they added HSW, but now you've got HSW as well, which is crazy. This thing is so fast. For those people who don't know what it is, and let's be fair, there's a lot of people in GTA Online that will look at the HSW list and not get this car. It's blistering fast. And I don't like it because it's fast. I like it because I like just driving with my headphones on. Audio normally comes out of my TV, but I put my headphones on just so I can hear those crackles. Those crackles are so satisfying. Just listen to this. And yeah, do I need to even say anything after that? Yeah, buy this car. Oh wait, oh yeah, this is one that's also been removed from the website. Oh, I'm sorry. This is cars that I'm recommending, but some of them are unpurchasable. Yeah, Discord's in the description. You can purchase it off somebody else. The Shafter V12. The Shafter V12, you can definitely tell it's an old generation car, but it's 116k. Again, this time I'm not going to guess what they would add it. You let me know in the comment section how much the Shafter V12 would be if they released it now. I've got a figure in mind, but I won't speak it so I influence any of you. I want to see what you guys think the Shafter V12 would cost if it released today. I recommend it because of that speed. It's got the speed of vehicles that are 15 times the price of this car. And let's not forget the sound as well. It's got an amazing sound. 4 doors. This car offers so much for the price it's at. It's a no-brainer at this price tag. This is supposed to be a 2024 recommendation video, and the LG Retro makes it on again. It makes it on nearly every list. If I was doing cars under $1 million, or the LG Retro is always there. It seems to be always there. It's good at everything, but not the best at everything. It's one of the best looking cars, even though it was added so many years ago. There's so many different builds you can do, and this is probably one of the vehicles that I think multiple people have duplicates of. Like, this has to be one of the cars. I don't think factually it will be the most purchased cars, just because of people that do glitches. They might be buying loads of Deluxos, and the Deluxo might be the most purchased car. But the LG Retro definitely has to be up there. The conversion cost 904,000. How is that possible? I guarantee if Rockstar brought this vehicle out today, they'd put it at like 2.9 million. Then they'll have the HSW upgrade at 1.3 million or something, even more maybe. This car is a steal in GTA 5. It's going to be so much more if it comes out in GTA 6. And it has to come out in GTA 6. I think there'll be an outburst if it's not in GTA 6. I released my Garage Tour 2024 recently, and you can see how much I love the Dayt. It has to be my favorite luxury vehicle. There are added bonuses, like the window being slightly bulletproof. You know, you can add Mani Tech weapons on there, and it being quite fast. But I think for this vehicle, it's the looks that do it for me. The way the exhaust is so sleek and goes into the diffuser, and that being a feature on the Flying Spur. It's crazy how they actually made that diffuser near identical when you put it side by side. You could also add on the slick mines, and that's fun in itself. It's one incredible vehicle, but it does come out 1.85 million, and it has a trade price of 1.383 million. Gore Classic. This is a car which I've always been so fond of. It looks so much like the Challenger with its weird twists. It's a car, again, I bought multiple of. It's not the fastest, it's not the best. It does do a great wheelie. It does a really nice long wheelie. But like a few vehicles on this list, the eye-catching thing with this car is the price. It sits at 615,000, and if you have the trade price, it's 461,000. Now if we look at something like the Arbiter GT, which costs 1.6 million, near enough, that's 3 times the trade price of the Gore Classic. And the Arbiter GT, you can also HSW upgrade as well, so the amount of money you're spending on the Arbiter GT, which is a really good competitor. I love the Arbiter GT. This is taking nothing away from it. This car is a steal. And there's some cars that I get pointed in if people don't already own them. This is another one. You should have this. The Comet S2, you knew it was going to be on the list. It's so obvious. It's so affordable, even though it was brought out in the Tuners DLC, which in DLC terms was not that long ago. It's 1.4 million. I don't understand why Rockstar priced it that way. Maybe because they knew they were going to bring a Cabrio out and that was going to cost more. But you can tell from my garage that, yeah, there's so many different 911s you can build. You can build nearly every model of the 911, meaning like the Carrera 4, the Turbo, the GT3, the GT2, and you can even build some models of the 992 generation as well. It's so fascinating. This actually, I know so many of my friends have many builds of, and it doesn't make you feel like you wasted money. Even though I have 10 of them, I don't feel like I wasted money on them, which there are only very few cars I can ever say that with in GTA Online. This is definitely a little bonus one at the end. I say bonus one because I'm not telling you to buy the Astro GZ. I'm telling you to buy this version, which is a version, if you couldn't tell, that is lowered. The Astro GZ does not have a suspension option, but I think Rockstar messed up. I think it's supposed to have a suspension option. So you cannot customize it to go low like this vehicle. You have to buy it off a friend in LS Car Meet, which again sounds like I'm plugging the Discord server, but I'm really not. It's just this car looks so nice lowered, and you're just having a slammed Camry. Reminds you don't need the best of vehicles all the time in GTA. You don't need the best of the best or a car with the most speed. or a car that just looks magnificent, this car will satisfy you, and especially if you stance it by shooting it with no bulletproof tires. And it costs 460k. Again, don't buy it off the website. Buy it off somebody that has the lowered version in LS Car Meet. That's the one I'm talking about here. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you want these cars that are not attainable or they've been deleted off the website, the Discord link should be the first one in the description, and make sure you go to our trading server. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. See you guys in the next one.